Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm Lindsay and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 points on the nose, 10 on the palate, 5 on the finish, and 5 points combined for the bottle and color of the juice. Now on to the review. Double blind? Double blind. We haven't done one in a while, so we're doing one.
Yeah. Start getting some new samples in here. We got
Yeah.
a bunch of whiskeys we can throw in here.
John's been drinking some of our bottles down, so he's got a couple that he wants to throw in here, so we gotta start getting some out of here. What are you moving stuff for?
I'm mixing a couple of them up.
And breaking a couple of them. Got it. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna click. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but random number
15.
15.
One, two, three, four, five, six. This one. This little feller. We're looking at the bottom.
Okay. Not like I remember what's in here.
Yeah, we don't, but that's alright. I always give John a lot. I don't need a lot. I just need a little. Ooh, it smells good.
We avoided Old Crow once
We
again.
avoided Old Crow. Alright, we're gonna go get some notes and we'll be back. Alright,
We're back.
we're back.
Got all our notes. Interesting. I'm confused. You gonna start out with your nose?
Sure.
You know what it is. I showed you in the book.
So, this one is interesting.
But you're not allowed to change anything because
I'm not.
I showed you. I am stuck in the blind right now.
So, it's very woodsy to me. It's very oaky. But I also get like a sour apple. Very strong. Like, that's right out of the gate. I kind of said like an orchard smell. Where like when you go into an orchard, obviously we're from Michigan, so we have a lot of orchards around here. It's a fall thing. When you walk into an orchard, it's usually like old barns and like the wood, like the actual orchard trees and apple trees and stuff. And that's like that smell that I get.
Yeah.
That fruity, woodsy smell. I get like a tobacco-y mintiness too. It's very faint and soft, but it's very nice. It just kind of gives you a little something, something. I kind of got like a baked bread smell to it, but it's just very faint on the back notes. But I also got strawberry. I smell strawberry and apple and oak are my main things that I'm pulling out of this one. But I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite smelling thing in the world.
Okay. For me, apple hit it right away. I can't really specify what kind of apple. But it's got this little like perfuminess. I don't know what kind of apple is like that. I was leaning toward like a Honeycrisp or a Fuji.
Maybe.
It is very, very fruity. I get strawberry also. I didn't really write down any oak, but I do get that. It doesn't smell proofy at all to me. Actually, I don't even get any alcohol on the nose. But that floral just kind of lingers with a little bit of cinnamon. And after a while, butterscotch opened up to me. It was buttery earlier in my smelling, but then it turned into strong butterscotch.
Oh, I just got buttered popcorn.
Now I gave it a 4.5 on the nose because I really like the smell. And on the palate, it's very good. I had this burnt taste that hit me first, and then it turns to a little bit of fruity, a small rye bite on there, a nice bite. I don't think it's a rye bite. I'm
I thought
rethinking it.
Peppery. I don't.
It's got like this nice sweet cinnamon taste in the back that I'm kind of thinking might be from rye, but I don't really get the rye taste. I can't place what the fruitiness is. It does taste like a cinnamon apple, but apple's not as strong as it is on the nose. I have a little mint in there too, and the floral does come through. I think it's contributing to that burnt, like soapy like taste. That sounds bad, but it's not really off-putting me at all.
It's not a bad taste. It's just what you taste.
I had trouble with this one, but I gave it an 8 out of 10 because I actually think it's really good.
So I got a lot of the same things. When I first took my first couple sips of it, it was very peppery and prickled my tongue. And instantly, the minute it washes over, it just changes as it goes through your palate. Like, it went from that prickly heat, and then it just got, like, butterscotchy. I still got that slight oakiness. I got a little bit of mint, and I did get some strawberry that came through. I didn't taste the apple, which surprised me because it was so strong on the nose. But it was very smooth and very balanced. I liked the tingly of my tongue, but then that sweetness that kind of came through and washed that out. That was really nice. So I gave it an 8 out of 10 as well. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. How about the finish?
The finish to me was sweet and oaky. It was that sweet fruitiness kind of comes through, but it has that mellow charry oak that's there. So again, it's very balanced and even keeled, which is really nice. It's mellow and it lingered a little bit for me, not terrible, so I gave it a medium finish. It didn't hang around for forever, but it hung around enough for me to be like, oh, this is sticking around a little bit. So I didn't think it was a short finish. I just thought it was, a normal. So I gave it a 4 out of 5.
All right, so for my finish, I got silky smooth on the mouthfeel. It is nice. This is my favorite kind of mouthfeel. It's just...
I'm sorry. I gave my finish a 4 out of 5.
I know. I get that bite. A little fruit lingers, but that burnt taste lingers too. I wish it didn't linger. I'm having a hard time telling if this is rye in this or not. A lot of bitey stuff in it, but what's that face? It's delicious. I have a short to medium finish, maybe. I'm gonna kill that cat.
Might happen.
I gave it a 3.75 out of 5. It's not my favorite finish.
It's not the best thing, but it's not terrible. I've definitely had worse.
You get a lot of oak on it throughout. I don't really get it.
I like that though. I think my palate picks that up a lot more because I like that really mild, faint, charry oak taste that I get, and I enjoy it.
So on the look, I gave it...
add them together here, so there's a little bit in there.
I said a deep gold, maybe a honey. A lot of streams, fast-moving legs, but the whole time they just kept running down.
They're just there, and they just
never
keep
ending.
going. Like it's just continuously.
So I gave it a 2.
I said the same thing. I thought it was a very nice golden yellow, very shimmery. It's a nice color, not my favorite color. And it does have a lot of legs on it, so I thought that was kind of nice. But I gave it a 2 out of 2.5.
Okay, so what are you at before the bottle?
17.5.
I'm at 18.25. You know what it is. I'm gonna guess Corner Creek,
You are wrong.
but
I thought the same things you thought because it was very fruity. So my first intuition, which is why he showed me what it was some sort of Clyde Maze.
Clyde Maze, because we've done too many videos and I didn't want to oversaturate that.
So he wanted me to see what it was after I had done my review. The only reason why I looked at it. And then I thought,
Oh.
it's gotta be a store pick because it was so fruity. And then I was like, you know what? And then he showed me and I was like, oh my gosh, this is, okay. So this is Michter's small
You want
batch.
to grab the jar just to make sure? It's 13.
It's 13.
This is Michter's small batch sour proof or
Sour
mash,
mash.
which we still have some left. So you want to pause and grab the bottle?
Oh, I thought we didn't.
Here's the bottle. I am pleasantly surprised.
I didn't think he liked this one that much. So when I saw your scores, I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't think I did either.
Must have opened up nicely.
See, I brought this on vacation with us, and I drank it a little bit, and I'm like, That was right when I opened it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I drank it, but I've had this one for months, and I just haven't finished it. I'm not sure why. It's going to be a bottle I'm going to be killing, because I like it more than I thought I did. Alright, so I do know a little bit about this one. It was reintroduced in 2012. Michter's went out of business in like 89, and then they started back up in the 2000s.
Okay.
This one was reintroduced in 2012, and this batch is actually from 2013. And we actually can get 3 more bottles of this.
Yeah,
and I think we probably should go get them.
Probably. Add them to the list.
US-1, it's their popular ones along with the American and the rye and the bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
So in some places it's really easy to find. Unfortunately here, I've only seen it at 2 different stores. This one, he just found it in the back hiding. And then the other store just sits on our dusty storage shelf. Don't know why we don't get it much in Michigan. So, it is not a bourbon, it is not a rye. It cannot be considered either because the mash bill doesn't qualify. It is around 50% corn, and then a lot of rye, and then a little bit malted barley just for the
So that was a rye bite that
distilling.
we were getting.
Yeah. It didn't really taste like rye though.
No, it doesn't.
This one's an interesting whiskey.
So it's considered a sour mash whiskey because of the way that it is made.
Sour mash is just a process.
Right.
We did that video. They probably just didn't know what else to name it.
Right.
But it sounds good.
And it tastes good.
It works for them.
I definitely think from when we first opened this to now, this has changed a lot. I wasn't super blown away by it when we first opened it, but this is a lot better. This has definitely gotten better with time. So
what would you rate the bottle?
I'd give it 1.5. It's a very plain Jane bottle. The only reason I like it so much is because it has this cool little spout on the top.
Yeah. It's not ugly. We didn't get into Michter's for a while.
No.
And then we bought the rye, and it was actually one of the better ryes that I've ever had. And then we got to the bourbon, which is great. And now the sour mash. I'm going to give the bottle a 1.75. I lost my notes.
So that would put you at
20 exactly.
And me at 19.
Exactly?
Yep.
So that makes math easy. That'd be a 78, won't it?
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think we rated that very fair for what we expect out of this. The Michter's family has become a must-have in our household since we started buying it. So, and we're finding the more and more that we let bottles breathe, the more and more we're enjoying them. So.
Yeah, most of them actually get better. Some of them get worse.
Elmer.
Yeah, Elmer got bad toward the end. Some just,
tough.
the longer you wait, the worse they get. But this one definitely improved.
It's made to be drank. So there you have it. There's our double blind for the night. We're going to have to find another one to pour in there. See what we can come up with next. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.